Now for Futures in Focus, crude's sell-off has halted as oil reverses earlier declines. It entered bear market territory yesterday. Well, joining me from the CME to discuss is Phillip Streible, RJO Senior Commodity Broker. Phil, we're just a few minutes away from weekly inventories. Obviously, we're already in the bear market. How are traders positioned?
Yeah, we're still looking at the downside being intact here. It's like little that one inventory report would be a game changer and turn the market around. We're expecting those inventories coming down about 1.2 million barrels on crude oil, gasoline, and distillates, both a build of 500,000. If you look at some of the key data, crude oil inventories are 26% above the 5-year average. You look at the gasoline inventories, they're 10% above there, and the U.S. is pumping right near those record highs of about 9.3 million barrels per day. So we've got big inventories out there. It would be tough for this one little inventory report to change the direction.
Now, we had a change up in the succession planning in Saudi Arabia. It sounds far removed, but in fact, it could have some implications for the oil market, even just in terms of, you know, the new prince's idea about foreign policy. Is it yet impacting you guys down at the CME?
Yeah, we expect actually an OPEC shakeup here. I mean, Saudi Arabia, you saw that transition of power. The new successor, his opinion on oil is that it is a wasting asset and that it is not something that Saudi Arabia could bank its future entirely on. So he wants to sell off a lot of the inventories that they have there, and that should drive oil prices lower. Libya as well is pumping at a 4-year high at 900,000 barrels per day. So a lot of problems within OPEC, and I expect OPEC actually to fall apart at some point.
Really? And so when we see a next meeting on cuts, production cuts, will they be extended? Will they be deepened? Or will OPEC and non-OPEC countries even get that far?
Yeah, it seems like that, they're really butting heads on there. The problem is you've got a lot of these, small like guidelines in there, like Iraq. They can pump as much as they want. Libya can pump as much as they want because they're war-torn nations. And it seems like they're starting to really impact where Saudi Arabia is making those cuts. I really think Saudi Arabia does want to sell off the oil that they have and just move on from that because it's no longer, as key of an asset as what they once had it as.
Wow.